again, getting back to the present, another match for the people that are watching. Moophobia versus Pit. Now, Moophobia, super great dude. Seriously, cannot say enough great things about Moophobia. And he's an incredible Falco as well. From North Carolina. He obviously grew up here, but he spent some time in North Carolina, so he was able to, train up and play a bit around the same time as PPMD and folks like that. So definitely want to see if he can maybe make one of his old senseis proud.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does have the Falco tech. Nice cross up Nair to make that safe on shield.
Falco versus Peach is just such an intriguing matchup to me, because whenever I think about Falco traditionally, he has a lot of great finishers, but they're all primarily horizontal with the exception of that dunk, right? And I don't know, I guess both these characters have projectiles, but Falco doesn't have nearly as much commitment, so to say, with his projectile in contrast to Peach. But what else really strikes you about the matchup, and who's going to have like a really tough time, and what's each player going to be looking for?
Well, I think one thing to note is actually the stage they started on, which I don't think is good for Peach in this matchup. Those platforms will give Falco a really, really good way to just jump around and fall with the downers, setting up the double downers on platforms, setting up the different height lasers, which is actually one of the things that is kind of awkward fighting against Peach as Falco. The fact that she can float just above short up laser max height is something that Falco has a problem with at times, but I think being able to move around on those platforms will circumvent that.
Moophobia had a fantastic start, but Pit maybe starting to find his wings a bit. Getting that forward throw. Really, really, really tough, but Moophobia, he loves those bears, man. He loves those bears.
It is a pretty good move, yeah. Oh, nice shine to take him up to the top platform.
And I love the clank before to set all of that up. Chance maybe here for Pit to retaliate, whiffing with the F smash, but still having enough time to follow up. Ooh.
If that was a back air, that would be dead Falco.
I know.
Or just pulled back a little bit. It could have been.
It could have been. Pit might be kicking himself on the teeth.
Ooh. Double laser, good way to get it back on the stage. Very interesting angle, going almost straight up, setting up the tricky way to get to the ledge.
And we talked about these platforms on FOD, but actually I think the low platform might have contributed to the reason why that fair was clipping Moophobia there.
Possibly, yeah. Oh, very clean combination, using the laser to set up the forward smash. Yep, very good idea to get out of there. That is the one scary thing about those platforms as Peach, is those multi-hit down smash will chew right through a shield if you're standing below it.
Another big down smash here from Pit. He's going for a lot of these F smashes when I really feel if he had just spaced his aerials a bit better, he'd have made this a much closer game. Another strong down smash though, and that's going to be an even game from a stock standpoint. Moophobia doesn't really need too much to close this stock out. He's going to be looking for a lot of these shines and dares. Let's see if Pit can maybe bring it back. That up throw might have done him some favors, but not the best follow-up. Another shot at redemption, and yet again, not really reacting as best as he could towards that quick tech towards the right.
Yeah, Peach can actually get some guaranteed follow-ups on some stages with the up throw, but those platforms will get in the way and make it so that he can set up some pretty tricky tech chase situations. Pretty scary situation now. Both characters are going to be able to get the finisher potentially if they land a solid hit. Oh, and the far off stage backer, using the full hop to just kind of put himself out there, give him time to react. Is she going to be where I want her to be? Oh yeah, she's right there.
I wanted to talk a bit about laser because I feel like at the very beginning of the game, it seemed like Moophobia kind of had free reign with the laser, right? And it really felt like at times we would be able to get a lot of little openings just because he'd be able to have that little bit of stun that comes with that laser, and which would allow him to fall with an aerial. And towards the end, I think, of that game is when we start seeing Pit use the shield a bit more. But I'm wondering if this is going to be opening up to grabs more in the second game, because he might start respecting that option too much.
Possibly. I think this stage in general will be changing up the momentum of the game overall, since it's so much more room. The way that Peach is going to be getting around the laser is going to be completely different. She's going to have more room to set up those full hop floats, rather than like trying to get tricky down smashes on platforms. Ooh, again, a nice solid conversion off the laser to F smash.
And to give it a quick shout out to Papa Westballs with those multi-shines.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that down smash will whiff.
Oh, great.
Very nice.
Yeah, surprise F-tilt.
Not quite in range for that shine, though. Oh, again, missing out on a little bit of damage. That's one thing that's tricky about Space Animals that a lot of people don't really realize, unless you've like played Space Animals yourself, is there's a lot of times where you jump in and you do your standard approaching aerial, like you Fox Nair, you Falco Dare, and you hit them, and you're like, okay, well I just shine now, because that's what I do, right? I'm a Space Animal, I approach with aerials, and then I shine, and they're not actually in range for the shine. It's pretty small hitbox. So in those situations, you should be using like dash attack, or up tilt especially is really, really good at converting off those situations, but you have to know what they are ahead of time.
Trapped a bit into this corner, getting a grab for forcing Pit into that shield. Oh, but coming down so strong, the fair is going to be stock number 1. I want to figure out how Pit is going to be starting to deal a bit more with the dares. You know, he still hasn't necessarily been able to do the best job with the lasers. We haven't really seen any power shields or any options like that from him yet. But a really big part is simply just even dealing, I guess, with some of like the pressure from the dares.
Yeah, it seems like that Moophobia just hasn't been in the position to set them up. Oh, good cross-up Nair pressure, though. Oh, nice tech chase. Oh, very scary.
Very, very scary position,
oh,
but whoa.
No, Pit throwing it away.
It's reoccurring now. He hasn't done a good job of dealing with the Firebird. He hasn't done a good job of placing his aerials. And stocks that should be his in the last game resulted in Moo just living a touch longer. In that time, it actually resulted in him losing a stock entirely.
Very, very big.
So that's a really important thing that he needs to clean up with his game is edge guarding. And obviously, it's easier said than done, you know, because a lot of it, you know, he knows what to do. It's just sometimes whenever you're actually playing the match and you have those nerves, it's just so hard to actually execute. Again, a whiffed attempted edge guard. Moophobia still hanging on to 3 stocks in contrast to Pit's solo stock.
Oh, again. Okay, that dash attack, we'll take it, though. Gonna get clipped by a little bit of lasers, but that's all right.
Yeah, Moo's, I think he's done that a couple of times. Oh, my God, that Stitch. Could change some things.
Oh, and we don't get the tech.
That takes a stock.
Just like that, in a blink of an eye.
A single turnip, changing everything. Moophobia, though, great tech chase there. Got caught off guard a bit with that get-up attack. Back airs, forced off stage again. If you can maybe get a punish here,
very nice
it
down
could clean things up.
That'll be it.
Wow, that was massive. The sigh of relief on Pit's face there.
That was an incredible down smash. The fact that, like, he could have gone for a lot of things there. He could have gone for a lot of ways to put on more damage. But down smashing just like that, perfectly so that it pulled him off stage to set up, because he didn't have a jump anymore. So his options off stage are basically null. Very, very well placed.
And even though Pit hasn't done a good job of consistently connecting with some of the aerials, he does a good job of covering multiple options, right? He'll realize, okay, I missed with my forward air or my forward smash. I still have enough time here to pull off a down smash or an option like that. And that, I think, was really, really important whenever you look at that last edge sequence, because he missed with the initial edge guard. He missed with the fair.
Yeah.
But then he was able to at least make up for lost ground with the down smash.
That down smash almost cutting through those lasers.
Now Pit's starting to feel a lot more comfortable. This might be the first time in the early game that he's established a lead, but Moophobia answering back so strong. Another really rough aerial is going to be tying up this game. Pit, however, big down smash, and they're backing up a bit. We haven't seen Moo go to the ledge too much, and the one time that he tries, he doesn't input the correct angle.
Yeah, I like that right there. Pit actually backed up a little bit because he understood that Moophobia has been going just the straight on stage angle, and he's been having a hard time covering it. So rather than try to challenge it directly and take damage and get into an odd scramble, he just backed up and visually confirmed, set up his spacing a little bit more safe, and got the punish. Oh, scary position.
Moophobia, nice. I love that he baited out that down smash. That was so strong. And then it set him up so perfectly to come in with the dare.
Brilliant. Very nice tech chase follow-up with the F smash.
And then using Falco's actually jump height to make it so he could get to the top of the windmill as a way to escape the corner. That was really smart too.
Oh, this is going to be big damage. Using the neutral to cover multiple options. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's what we need to see.
That's exactly what we need to see. And even though Pit doesn't have those chain throws on Falco necessarily everywhere on Pokemon Stadium, even by catching him on and keeping him trapped on the platform, he's able to make some nice damage.
really good use of the uppy out of shield. Really fast option. Yeah, using the float and refloat afterwards to set up the multiple hitboxes to make it so it's actually safe to land.
This time weaving around a lot of these lasers. The things that have really plagued Pit in the first games don't seem to be as much of an issue. He's starting to get a better grasp on what to do against Moo, who's getting hit by a lot of these attacks from this down smash. Nair comes out.
Wow.
Moo down to just 1. I mean, I could not have called this scene game number 1.
Yeah, this is a complete turnaround.
He's not really getting stuffed out by the lasers. He's not really falling for any of Moo's aerials. We're going to have to think of some way to go ahead and open him up.
Nice jabs to make the whiff neutral air safe.
Oh, no. He missing the jump input there.
Yeah, he definitely wanted either a double jump after running off stage or a full hop to get the down air. Very unfortunate. Little bit of spaghetti there from Moophobia.
Honestly, like, I look at that last game and I feel like that was his game. I really do feel like that was his set.
The first half of the game was amazing play by him. He had a huge lead.
And I think that he lost a lot of momentum, especially with the ending of game number 2. And after that, I feel like the adaptations that we saw from Pit at the end made it so that Moo's approaches just were not breaking through the walls that he was setting up.
Yeah, also a little mistakes here and there from Moophobia, like crouch canceling the down smash at a couple points in time, taking a lot of unnecessary damage.
It was rough.